Hello, my name is Shweta. This question is to you, Diane. You talked about mentorship. I want to know, how do you build that relationship with a mentor, or how do you talk to them and tell about your challenges, and how do you get the advices from them?
So my experience, both as someone who has turned to mentors, but also someone who does a lot of mentoring, I personally find it's best when there's an area of overlap, right? Because then there's at least some common base of knowledge of the problems, the people, the space, and so it's much easier to do like the bidirectional conversation because you're not spending all of your time basically explaining context. So one thing I would say is that I think that the choice of mentor is perhaps one of the key things because there has to be enough that's shared to really sort of be someone who can sort of really that I could learn from and and sort of ask questions about. I think the other thing is for me having someone who saw me, like for example, in meetings or like in things and who could sort of like give that quick feedback combined with seeing what the outcome was and sort of seeing what that flow would sort of look like. And so it's just much more about how to sort of ask those, having that, again, that context. And in terms of like asking questions, it's all, could I have done that differently? That didn't seem to go as well as I would have hoped. What would you have done? The other thing I would say is that a large part is that everyone has a different toolbox with regards to how to approach situations and problems. And so more than anything, it's like, what would you have done there? Because, it's like, do you go with a more Socratic method? Do you basically, do you talk first? Like, it's like, there's all these different ways of approaching situations. And from a mentor, what I really sort of look for is how to expand the tools that I can choose from and then learning to apply which tool when.